Hey, good morning. It's James, and it's like Christmas morning here for me. I woke up Terry this morning. I said, "Oh my gosh, Terry, it's like Christmas Day." And it's, 10 to 5, and she looks over and says, "Maybe for you." And it is because it's opening day in baseball. It's this fresh start to spring. Everybody's in first place. Next year is here, and it's very, very exciting. And it kind of reminds me of, starting a new year in the real estate business, right? You all wrap up the year and you talk about all the awesome things you're going to do and how excited you're going to be. And then we fast forward and look and go, wait a minute, where are we? In the baseball world, what they'll do is about the middle of May, all the experts will start to get together and they'll look and go and they'll reflect on what's happened in the first quarter of the season. Some interesting things from last year that I saw as I was reading about the first quarter of the season last year. Guess who's in first place? The Yankees. The Yankees were in first place. And guess who didn't make the playoffs? Oh, yeah, the Yankees. Guess what they were saying about James Loney? They were saying he stinks, that he's off to this hot start, and he's not going to continue to keep that. And yet we saw, as a Rays fan, what happened with James Loney. He was good enough to get a new contract for this year. So a quarter into the season or a quarter into the year doesn't define exactly everything that's going to happen for the whole year. And so as we get set to end the first quarter, today is the last day of the first quarter, and you reflect back on what you've done so far this year, don't get too excited and don't get too nervous. Let me help you with this. Now, chances are many of you have set goals for the year. In fact, I know all of you did that. And some of you may be there and may not be there. There's a quote that you hear me say all the time that says, direction, not intention, determines your destination. It's something my pastor shared with me back in Raleigh. He said, your direction, not your intention, will determine your destination. As an example, we could say, oh my gosh, we're going to take the kids at spring break. We're going to get the kids over to Disney World. We're going to have so much fun. So we get our Mickey Mouse ears, we get our camera, and we get our backpack to put all our stuff in it and load up the car with all our stuff. And then we get on I-275 and go north. Now, are we going to get to Disney World? Of course not. Of course not. Well, now, wait a minute, though. We intend to be there. I got my ears, like I said. I got my camera, got all the stuff, got the kids, got our tickets. We're good to go. We're going north on 275. We're ready. You're not ever going. Because it's your direction, not your intention, that determines your destination. Now, many of you intend to have great businesses and intend to reach your goals, and yet you're not doing the things you should do to get there. So in the one thing, Gary Keller has some tips for us on that. It's on page 187, in case you're interested. And he looked at why is it that some people hit their goals and some didn't. And he uses a study from Gail Matthews, Dr. Gail Matthews. And here's what the study found. The study found that people who have written goals are 39.5% more likely to succeed. Just by writing the goal down makes you 39.5% more likely to succeed. And then he said, and there's more to the story. Individuals who wrote their goals and sent progress reports to friends were 76.7% more likely to achieve them. So writing the goal down makes you 39.5% more likely. Then sharing that goal and sending regular progress reports of those goals to someone you know makes you 76.7% more likely to achieve the goal. And so he says, why would you argue with that? And I don't know why you would. So what should we do now with 3/4 of the year left? Well, make sure you've written those goals down. Write them down. Write them down and send them to someone that you know, someone that can hold you accountable to helping reach those goals. Accountability is not a bad thing, right? We just check in and see what's happening. So it's a great idea to help you move forward here the rest of the year. You didn't make it or break it in the first quarter. You've got plenty of time to move forward. So there's some tools that Keller Williams has. One of them is called the 411. I have a link on some information on how to use it right below, along with the full schedule of everything coming up this week at Tampa Properties. And it's going to be a great day. Next year is here. Go Rays. See you later.